Greetings and salutations, Welcome to Emilio Duran's place, where I talk about and display various things. Welcome. If this is the first time that you tune to my channel is about my life. All right. Also, my channel is about slideshows, which is the slideshow tribute / celebration show. All right. And last but not least, my channel is about me critiquing, reviewing, stereotyping, and judging the news, sports, entertainment, and social media. So welcome to my channel. All right. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I will comment back. Now, let's get into it. So we got the mother of an inmate is speaking out after several correctional officers beat up this individual, this man. This is very, very disappointing. Shout out to people who work in prisons. Simbi works in the prison. Shout out to Simbi. She's not a correctional officer, she's HR. But shout out to my correctional officers. I salute y'all. That is a job that I will not do. I do not want to work in anybody's prison or jail babysitting grown-ass individuals who do not know how to behave themselves. All right? Also, with that being said, y'all don't have a right to be whipping on people's behinds for no reason either, man. All right? Just because they're an inmate don't mean that you have the authority or the right just to be whipping ass, just to be whipping ass. All right? Some people are in there because they didn't pay their child support. They didn't do an egregious act. They just didn't make a payment multiple times. So not everybody that's in prison or in jail is like killers and the R word and child M word and all that type of stuff. There's people in there, you know, a little bit of weed, child support, maybe DUI. Not saying those are not bad things, but they're not heinous things. All right. So come on, correctional officers. Y'all can't just be going around whipping people's ass, man. If y'all do, this is what's going to happen. All right. So Mary Pratt, the mother of inmate Christopher Castro, has expressed her shock and horror after seeing images of her son's severe injuries following an alleged beating by correction officers at the Dade Correctional Institute in Florida. Shout out to Dade County, Florida. Shout out to Florida. All right. It says 7 Florida Department of Corrections officers have been arrested. Oh, my Lord. So y'all go to work one day and y'all just want to be beat up on people. Now y'all arrested. So now the individual y'all beat up, y'all become. Now y'all inmates. Because guess what? They facing charges including battery on a detainee, evidence tampering, failure to report use of force, and perjury. Ooh, Lord. They going to prison for real. Wow. Why? This is crazy. So Pratt emphasizes, all right, Miss Mary, they need accountability for the officers involved, stating they need to be held accountable. These are the people that are supposed to be watching over them. I agree. You come to work and all you need to do is give commands. All right. You go there, you watch them. Hey, inmate 129, please go in your cell. Inmate 129 running his mouth. Inmate 129, please go in your cell, please. We about to lock up. If you don't go in your cell, I'm going to write you up. And, you know, I guess no outside or whatever. That's it, man. Listen, ain't no talking, man. Ain't no more talking after that. I'm going to call my manager. Hey, inmate 129 is not listening. I need some people come down here, please. I'm going to write up the report. I'm not putting my hands on nobody. I ain't got time for that because I'm not trying to become an inmate myself. I just want to go to work, make my money, and go home to my family. That is the main goal, to go home to your family every night. You work and you go home to your family. That's it. And be the best person you could be and strive for greatness every single day. That's the goal. I don't know what happens, man. People get emotional. They crash out. Oh, inmate 129, you don't want to listen to me? Start punching and kicking and going crazy. Now, guess what? You cellmates with inmate 129. Or inmate 129 is going to be free and you in his cell. So they said reportedly 2 officers, all right, allegedly kicked and punched Mr. Castro while his hands were cuffed behind his back. Wow. Could you imagine being punched and kicked while your hands is cuffed, B? You can't even defend yourself. This is crazy. The Florida Department of Corrections has dismissed all involved officers, stating that such conduct is not to be tolerated. And Mr. Castro has been transferred to a different facility. I'm going to put all the news clips at the end of my spiel and also all the information in the description. This is very bad. Mr. Castro, sorry about your injuries. It's not cool. Hopefully you do not end up in prison or jail anymore. I don't know what you did to end up there, but this still doesn't need to be happening to you, even though you are an inmate. But this is a lesson learned where it's like, none of this would have happened if I never was here. I always like to go to the root of the problem. Mr. Castro, if you never did anything that you wasn't supposed to do, you wouldn't be here, and then therefore the domino effects, right? We always got to start with the first domino, because how do we end up here? We had to start from here. So don't go to jail no more, Mr. Castro, okay? Also, moms, sorry about your son. Prayers. And y'all did the right thing by reporting these folks. Dade County Correctional Facility, shout out to y'all for arresting those individuals, locking their ass up. Get their ass out of there. They don't need to be wearing the uniform. They're a disgrace to the agency, and they need to be behind bars. All right? I got a news clip coming up. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about what I said. I definitely will comment back. All right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Salute. Peace.
It's, betrayal, just anger. I just can't imagine how people can do stuff like that.
A family with many questions about what happened to their incarcerated son. Court documents containing this photo of inmate Christopher Castro, bruised and bloody. Investigators say after being beaten by several corrections officers at Dade Correctional Facility in South Miami-Dade back in April. Documents say 7 officers are involved, and now at least 6 of them are facing charges.
What happened in that cell?
And they've all bonded out of jail. Investigators allege Captain Jochin Anglin, Officer Jordy Calero, Sergeants Trayvon Norman, DeAndre Hill, Richard Jackson, and Freddie Morgan were all involved in the beating that happened in a holding cell. According to documents, the victim was kicked and punched several times in his face, on his head, on his back, and on his arms, which were handcuffed behind his back. Investigators say later some officers tried to clean up evidence like blood smeared on the walls. Friday, Castro's parents, Mary and Marcus Pratt, learning about the severity of the alleged attack.
I can't imagine. I just can't imagine what he's going through and what he went through. And my heart just breaks. It's a nightmare.
Documents also allege the day after the attack, this officer, Lieutenant Centria Clark, claimed the injuries came from a separate incident in which Castro tried to stab an officer. But the warden at the prison says surveillance video did not support that.
I feel like his rights were violated on so many levels.
Court records show it was only after another corrections officer questioned Castro's injuries that an investigation began.
Whoever the officer was that reported it, I want to thank him, because no telling. There's no telling what could have happened. It's justice has to be served. They can't get away with that. They can't.